Good afternoon, y'all. It's Victor James here. Been a while, but work sucks. And when you gotta work two jobs and several double shifts, like eight to eight and 6 to 8 and 6 to 9 days in a row, it gets to the point where I come home and I just fall the fuck asleep. It's one of the reasons why I haven't been doing the NES thing, because I'm just so exhausted, especially Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But this is the Nindies showcase. It's the first thing we've had for Nintendo in a while, so let's see what they got going. I mean, I wish we had more games, but then again, like Mario and Rabbids, which I might do a live stream later today, came out yesterday. We got Metroid coming in later, I think, later this month. So it's gonna be a pretty big. Gonna be a pretty big month. So I guess this is Nintendo's way of letting the indie shine. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Three, two, one, go. Summer 2017. I already missed the Overwatch the Overwatch summer games on PC. I got it for Xbox, but yeah. Oh, Meat Boy, I guess. Super Meat Boy?
This is Meat Boy.
Okay.
This is Bandage Girl. And this, well, this is Nugget. Their little bundle of joy. Oh. This is Dr. Fetus. He's not a real doctor. Well, one day while our heroes were enjoying life, Dr. Fetus attacked them! And kidnapped Nugget! When our heroes came to and couldn't find Nugget, they knew what they had to do.
Wow. Wow. It's not exactly not exactly a well, the fact that it's coming to Switch is a pretty big deal.
The penultimate boss of the publisher
Bigger in
developer
final
relations
form.
team at Nintendo of America.
You fool.
This is my final form, and that was Super Meat Boy Forever, the beefy sequel to the beloved game that gave Team Meat an awesome anagram for a name. Like the original Super Meat Boy game, you'll find your meaty self leaping off walls, dodging buzzsaws, and doing other things that'll make you feel alive by almost killing you. Only this time, the fun never has to end, literally. Levels get harder each time you beat them. Keeping things fresh is ground beef and clean wrap. And an updated control scheme, new ranking system, and daily challenges will keep you coming back for more. Super Meat Boy Forever will make its debut on Nintendo Switch next year.
2018. Yikes.
Games like Super Meat Boy Forever remind us that there are some things you just can't find in other art forms. And what better representation of that than to film here at MoPop, the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle. This amazing museum not only embodies the influence that games, music, TV, and movies have brought to the world, but it will also be the setting of our annual Nindies at Night event on August 31st, which kicks off PAX West with an open-to-the-public event not to be missed. We'll be live streaming from the event, so if you don't have a chance to visit us here in Seattle, be sure to tune in for developer interviews, gameplay reveals, and maybe even an announcement or two from our partners. And speaking of announcements, we have a metric ton in store for you. From expertly crafted retro-style games to experimental titles on the cutting edge of the indie games industry. Today, you're going to see a bit of both, and everything in between. First, let's see what's next for the 8-bit world of Shovel Knight. King Knight's Royal Adventure is the final campaign in Yacht Club's Shovel Knight Treasure Trove saga, and it's bigger and grander than ever. In the Gilded Goon Zone prequel, travel through 4 new worlds and more than 30 all-new courses on a mission to best the Three Kings. Discover how King Knight ascended to the throne and became one of the Order of New Quarter in this quirky quest. Collect new weapons, armors, and abilities to look your dandiest as you pummel your foes with your signature bash attack. Had your fill of glamorous adventure? Then unwind and sharpen your strategic mind by competing in card battles with future subjects from across the land. You can dig into Shovel Knight King of Cards in early 2018.
2018. Seems to be a thing
Now
now.
let's take a look at our next game, which should bring back some fond memories for anyone who has ever loved a game so much your mom had to hide it from you. Mom Hid My Game may seem like a simple seek and find game about seeking and finding a game, and, well, it is. But you've really got to push your imagination to solve each stage. Both the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo
What?
3DS versions will include some exclusive stages when it launches later this year. And in the end, you may just learn to see all the fun hiding around you in everyday life. Maybe. Either way, it's definitely a great way to diversify your Nintendo Switch library. Role-playing is almost always about knights hitting monsters with swords and arrows, and that's great. But how about an RPG where your weapon of choice is a set of clubs? Golf clubs, that is. Enter Golf Story, a massive journey through the wild world of golf, where each new area you visit contains new courses, towns, locals, and secrets to aim for. This sporting saga has a dramatic story with a diverse cast of characters to meet, challenges to beat, upgrades to earn, and equipment to collect, not to mention disc golf, mini golf, and drone flights. Golf Story will launch this
Like, what the fuck even is that?
on Nintendo Switch.
Alright, hey, that's actually, next month.
With all these
Like, soon.
announcements,
Like-
maybe you need a little break. Breakbeat, that is. Alright. I admit it, I got carried away there, but once you experience Lore Kids from the folks at Merge Media, you'll feel the same way. Check it out for yourself.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Find your style. So it's some kind of a rhythm game? I guess. An actual arcade.
4, 3, 2, 1.
John. So it's a floor 3, 2, 1.
This rhythm-based action game will give you the expressive control you need to feel the funk and find your style. In a series of breakdance sessions, you'll bust out some fresh moves, earn respect, and recruit a diverse set of dancers as you reach new locations. Play the way you like in single or multiplayer modes with either traditional controls or touchscreen gestures. Amazing hand-drawn visuals by indie creator John and a soundtrack by the one and only Kid Koala make this a must-have title when the game launches first on Nintendo Switch.
That seems cool. It's not my style of game, but
Many of us have
I can
fond
appreciate the
memories of
animation
destroying
into
enemies
it.
and tokens during the arcade scene of the 80s and the 90s. But now Wolverblade is bringing back that beat-em-up list, no tokens required. The hand-drawn art lends to the cinematic nature, steeped in the deepest lore of Britannia, depicting real people and places from ancient Britain. You and a friend can bring beautiful vengeance on your enemies as you travel from torchlit woodlands to Roman forts. Wolverblade will storm the Nintendo eShop this September when it launches
Okay, that's
first
enough.
on Nintendo Switch. You don't
First,
have to be an
huh?
architect to flex your engineering muscles in Polybridge, the bridge building simulator that proves it's just as fun to fix things up as it is to watch them.
Ah!
Levels and hours of physics-based puzzle solving will gear you up to jump in the sandbox and create your own incredible bridges, puzzle levels, and absurdities to show your friends. I can't wait to see
Get
what
over
the
there.
geniuses come up with when it
Nice.
launches this holiday on
Holiday,
Nintendo Switch.
okay.
as a console exclusive.
No, the bridge building thing
Up
is
next,
I've been
friends at
seeing that
Cardboard
one.
Computer and Annapurna Interactive are pleased to introduce you to a magical realist adventure game about a secret highway in the caves beneath Kentucky. Check it out.
Caves beneath Kentucky. Kentucky Cave Story. Interesting. Sorry about that. Screen is highly reflective, but the lighting in this room isn't that great, so go.
We're excited to announce that Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition is coming to Nintendo Switch.
What the fuck was that? Like, you
including
didn't.
the debut of the long-awaited fifth and final act of the series. In this episodic tale, an antique furniture delivery man trying to make his small shop's last delivery gets lost along the way and meets a haunted TV repair woman, a young boy and his giant eagle brother, a pair of robot musicians, and dozens of other characters. Together, they explore the nocturnal highways and country roads of Kentucky, the storied Echo River by ferry, and the mysterious Route Zero, the secret highway that runs through Mammoth Cave. Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition, which includes all 5 acts and interludes, launches on Nintendo Switch early next year. Earth Atlantis is digital proof that side-scrolling shooters can be more than a blast from the past. They can also offer a startling look into the future, one where an impending disaster called the Great Climate Shift of the 21st century covered 96% of the earth in merciless water.
Hey,
As one of the last survivors of humanity, you must
we
explore this
went
new
through like
underwater world
20
filled with
years of
monsters,
graphical improvements just so we can make shit look like Game Boy again. Come on now.
multiple ships with
I
special
never.
weapons and a power-up
I understand this is
system will bring
indie,
the
but
fight to the ocean
that
floor.
doesn't mean you have to make
Earth
it look
Atlantis
like that.
launches first on Nintendo Switch this fall. Next up, the debut game from Digital Continue, founded by industry veteran Joe Tringali, executive producer of Scribblenauts, Lock's Quest, and Drawn to Life. It's called Next Up Hero, and it's
There
a
we go. That's
community-driven
more likely.
online action game where everybody dies, but the fighting spirit lives on. When one hero falls, an echo is left behind, and the next hero can revive them as an AI companion. As a result, you'll take turns fighting and dying beside your friends until entire armies fall before you. Choose from 9 heroes and wield everything from swords to rockets to bongo drums. When the game launches on
Interesting.
Nintendo Switch in early 2018, complete with a Joy-Con co-op mode. In our first Nindies showcase last February, we had the privilege of debuting SteamWorld Dig 2. But there was one dirty little secret we left buried deep below the earth. When the heck can you play it?
Right, you
Perhaps
know.
this new trailer
Was
from
it
Image
February?
will help. Enjoy.
Like you announce shit in like fucking January that's already been out, and this thing was announced in February and it's still not out yet.
In her search for answers, she dug up more than she bargained for. The caves, the companions, the upgrades. The dangers. Steam World Dig 2.
Dig
A
harder.
first of its kind game. Again.
This September.
Now, let's return to the surface of the earth so we can explore a corner of it rarely seen in fiction. I'll let the trailer get us started.
Reggie Rock. My body is not Reggie. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Strength of the bear! 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 It's interesting. Action adventure type game? I could definitely get into that. I still have yet to finish Zelda and Splatoon.
The developers at Lienzo have created this lush...
Speed of the Puma!
Puma!
Puma! Puma!
Tarahumara's wondrous Sierra and its inhabitants. Famous for their running skills, they were once known as skilled warriors. And so you must live up to your ancestry by battling mythical creatures, solving puzzles, and undergoing magical transformations. Wield the power of the gods on your quest to become a true Sakurame when Malaka releases on Nintendo Switch with exclusive features and functionality early next year. There's only one problem with adventure games, a distinct lack of elephants. But never fear, Yono is here, and he's basically a one-mammal army. He can run open chests with his trunk, headbutt bad guys, spray water, blow flames, push blocks, throw explosives, mess with chickens, you know, hero stuff. But it's just so cute when he does it. Elephants never forget, and you shouldn't either. This game launches on Nintendo Switch October 12th as a console exclusive.
YOLO for
AC Creates
Yodo.
has already released some amazing content on Nintendo Switch, including Blaster Master Zero and Mighty Gunvolt Burst.
Yeah,
It's
some good stuff.
safe to say they kind of know what they're doing. And that's why I'm thrilled to show you their next big thing, Dragon March for Death. It's a side-scrolling action RPG that you can play alone or with up to 3 friends via local or online play.
Oh, there you
No matter
go.
what, you'll forge a pact with a dragon to gain new strength. Protect the party as a warrior, become the Empress of attack power, fool your foes as a shinobi trickster, or use the witch's magic to heal an attack. With 30 enormous quests, you'll have hours and hours of action to fight through when the game launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch this winter.
Nice.
Fantasy fans
Needs
have
more
endless
multiplayer
appetite,
game.
and apparently not just for adventure. Orcs, elves, and humans have one thing in common: a need to feed. And that means you need to hunt for ingredients. Of course, I'm talking about Battle Chef Brigade from Trinket Studios and Adult Swim Games.
Adult
It's one
Swim.
part combo-based action game, one part match 3 puzzler, and an all-around feast for fans of 2D animation. Discover each
Where the
character's
2D
personality
animation
and
is actually
cooking style as you play
pretty
through their
bad.
campaign,
I
or
get.
challenge the leaderboard
The style's
as
nice,
game
but the
launches
animation is
first
really
on
freaking
Nintendo
like
Switch this
choppy.
holiday.
Like, it looks like
Action is
it looks like
constantly
something off of
looking for
Newgrounds.
popular
I
genres
think
that
they can
may
do
be missing
better.
from our catalog. And that's why we're pumped to introduce you to a brand new shooter for Nintendo Switch that's unlike anything you've ever seen.
Unreal. Like Splatoon? Multiplayer shooter. Okay. Staff ask for below more fees. Okay. From the what? Morphe's Law. Oh, so it's actually built in. Fix where Morphe's can go. Aha, I see. That's actually kind of clever. Does it change with their bodies? Right. I can see that. I could hear that because like you have to.
Law is sure to cause mass hysteria.
Ha ha ha
On
ha!
Nintendo Switch as a
Mass
console
destruction.
Have you ever wanted to play a physics sports game about adorable floppy-necked animals competing on a reality TV show? I know this guy has. Well, look no further, as Sausage Sports Club features
fuck?
multiple game modes, arenas, and playable characters, which should provide the fuel needed for up to 8 players to roast each other. You can even control your silly animal's flopping head with Joy-Con motion control.
It's basically
Check it
gang
out when it
beasts.
launches first on Nintendo Switch this fall. In Light Fingers, 1 to 4 players manipulate a magical clockwork board in this turn-based multiplayer game featuring real-time challenges, devious opportunities for misdirection, and of course, lots of loot. With procedurally generated boards, you'll never fight the same battle twice, and support for tabletop mode makes it the perfect portable board game for you and your friends. Play nice, or not, when Light Fingers...
Yeah,
launches first
I
on
wish you
Nintendo
guys would bring
Switch
back
this
Dokapon Kingdom. That was a deceptively fun game, especially
People
good for
heard of beat 'em
multiplayer.
up games, but what about a blast 'em up game? This is Nine Parchments. A local
That's
and online
Gauntlet.
co-op game for up to 4 players about wannabe wizards on a fast track to almighty power.
Okay,
As
that's
you battle
Gauntlet.
strange creatures and mighty
Like-
bosses, you'll wield an ever-changing arsenal of spells, unlock new characters,
Or Magica.
level up,
But like, yeah, it's
and
basic.
new
Gauntlet
weapons
started
create.
that shit.
The
Like, shoot 'em
breathtaking
up.
world of the Trine series is yours to
Blast
protect
'em up.
when the game launches
Ugh.
on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Yeah, that's far from a
All right,
original
folks,
concept.
we have one more game to reveal. I'm really glad that we saved it to the end because we would have melted your faces off. It's my honor to introduce the latest game from the punk rock styling of Suda51 and Grasshopper Manufacture.
Really?
Enjoy.
Nah, nah, nah. I didn't. Because I haven't heard anything about him since he only got that fucking translator fired at the fucking Switch reveal. 20th anniversary.
Take one more step, and you're dead. It's too late. Nice shirt, old man.
Yes!
Let's play. Bring it, nerd. Hey, you're dead. Wait a long time. This new generation humans out there. Please introduce myself. Travis Touchdown. You murdered my daughter. Don't pretend you forgot. Now you're just gonna confuse people. They need to know about the most hardcore assassin in video games. You bastard! I'm ready to butter up the gamers. Your fight is here in the real world. Nice work, baby man. Death Drive Lost 2, the Phantom Game Console. So this is where it's been hiding.
Nice. I would not have tagged that as a freaking indie game, but that's one hell of a reveal.
You can see the indie influence is alive and well in No More Heroes, Travis Strikes Again, combining the eclectic style of Grasshopper Manufacture and a number of collaborations with prominent indie developers. 7 years have passed since the events of No More Heroes, and the Bat is here to exact his revenge on Travis for the murder of his daughter, Bad Girl.
Ah,
Just as the battle begins, the two men are impaled by a phantom game console, the Death Drive Mark II. The only way out? Beat all 6 games and their respective bosses. Travis Touchdown will have his hands full when the game launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch next year. So stay tuned for more.
well, they say exclusively, but we know how
Thanks
that
to all
works
the
here.
amazing
How
Nintendo
that's been
publishers
working.
and developers for their
No More
support
Heroes
of
was supposed to be
Nintendo Switch.
exclusive, and
Thank you, the fans, for your help in making our platform the definitive home for quality indie content. Take care and see you again soon.
that's one hell of a reveal, though. I was not expecting anything that big. It's being able to see Travis again. I wonder if it is it'll be a legitimate No More Heroes. Well, it says Travis Strikes Again, so it doesn't seem like it's gonna be like a legitimate No More Heroes 3, rather a spin-off title that just happens to have Travis Touchdown in it. But I guess we'll find out when the game comes out. But looking at this list right here, just Super Meat Boy, something I know right off the bat, but like SteamWorld, if and when that comes out, seems like it might be interesting. Malacca, Polybridge, Morphe's Law looks like a decent change up on the shooter genre. One where like you have to keep track of what you're able to do, like your mass and what you're able to do changes depending on how badly and how often you've been hit, which is interesting. Also 4-on-4, so I've noticed that's becoming a thing lately. Alright, so that is the Nindies showcase. Gotta go mail some stuff, pick up the Kingdom Battle, probably play that later. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining me. Just playing Vintage J.